This is a specific order, and I really do think if you're in the firewood business and maybe you don't even want to do bundles, I think it pays to have a machine that makes them, because it can add a lot of variety to what you're delivering. And in this case, I'm going to have a delivery going out in my truck. Well, I also have a small bait shop that likes to sell some of my bundles, and they also like kindling. Well, they sold out all of the kindling, and they asked if I could make a few more and bring them down. So I'm going to make 6 kindling bundles, and I'm going to be dropping them off. And guys, it is going to be on my way to another delivery. So if you're sensitive about driving and fuel costs, you know, you try to maximize your deliveries. I try to pair them up when I'm taking a delivery to one residential. I'll pair it up with one that's in the general area, and I can, you know, maximize my trips like that. Same thing with this. So I'm adding, you know, like another $30 to a delivery that I would have not otherwise have gotten if not for the wrapper. So this is all I'm going to be doing. I am splitting down some seasoned firewood. This stuff is really dry, and I'm just going to be making small bundles. They're going to be half size. That is the way the bait shop wanted them, and it works out great. So you're going to watch me make an extra $30 on a delivery here in about 10-minute time. If I were just doing these without filming, guys, I would split all of my logs at once and then just wrap them. But for the sake of filming and talking to you guys, I'm just going to do one at a time and just show you how it goes. But think about this. We're always trying to maximize how much money you can get for a stick of firewood. And in this case here, I just resplit 3 sticks of firewood, and I'm going to get the same amount for this small bundle of kindling that I would for a full bundle. The only difference is I've put a little bit more effort into resplitting. So this goes right to the heart of what I have been preaching since day one, is the smaller the split, the more money your firewood is worth. And that's why I don't sell big chunk wood, because it's not worth my time, it's not worth all that effort to make it. There has always been a repeated comment on a lot of my videos, and it is, you know, time is money. And I suppose that that is true at a certain level, but And in this case, you know, I'm having to spend more time in adding value to a smaller bundle of wood. So I'm selling less wood, but getting the same amount. I could have already been down the road probably with, you know, just regular size bundles, but I just don't see it that way. I do recognize that you want to be efficient. You want to get stuff done as efficiently as possible, because the more time you have, the more money you can sell. I don't know. For me, I've never shied away from work, but when I chose this lifestyle, you know, and this was after working, you know, 50, 60 hours a week, 6 days a week a lot of times. I've never been one that identified with a particular job or a particular role. You know, I worked to put food on the table. I worked to keep the family together, to keep a house, you know. So in that case, I could be doing anything and I would be good with it as long as it's providing. When I decided to become self-employed, I knew it was going to be work, and it's certainly going to be work with firewood. But if it's something that, you know, I need to dedicate 80 hours a week to, I'm not going to do it. And that was this whole vision that I had with this firewood company. I could still put in full-time hours, but I can make it successful, and I don't have to wear myself out in the process. So yes, I am spending more time making this amount of wood. I don't sweat the small stuff, guys. It's just something that I'm going to be doing for today. I already have my delivery that's going to be going out for today, but now I'm adding to that delivery. I'm putting, you know, some extra money into my pocket. But that's what I'm talking about, the time is money thing. You know, it just, I don't worry about it. I just do what I can do and what I want to do. And fortunately, I was able to make it to where it's profitable. So if something causes me a little extra time, like splitting this down, well, it's going to be worth my time because I'm going to get paid more money for it. But I don't let that, you know, affect my analysis. What's that term called? Analysis paralysis, where you plan and you think and you analyze and adjust, and at the end of the day, you got nothing accomplished. And I think if there was one thing that I've done right with Ohio Wood Burner, it was I did something. I put my plan to action and I got it done. It may not be perfect, it may not be the best, but here it is. It's working for me, and we're profitable, and it's fun. I do make kindling, and I have done an old video on it. I'll do another one here too when we make it. But I try to follow tried and true retail principles for firewood sale. And just like at the restaurants, your favorite fast food restaurant, if you ever order anything, what does the cashier always say when you order a sandwich? They always say, would you like fries with that? And in the industry, that is known as an add-on sale. It's kind of like if you go in to buy auto parts, if you buy oil, you need filters or you need shop towels or hand soap. So everything has a related item, and certainly firewood, one of the related items is kindling. So it just makes sense if you're selling a firewood delivery to a customer, you can increase your price per cord by an add-on sale like kindling. So if you had a $10 bag of kindling, you just increased how much money you're getting on that trip. And just that amount alone could cover your gas. So in this case here, I am going to be splitting down 18 sticks of firewood, and I will be adding a very nice bump to how much money I'm making on this delivery. Let's just say if I'm going to be selling these for $4 each, I just added another $24 on a delivery where I'm driving past this place. So it works out. But this is how a wrapper like this and having the ability to make these small bundles can really pay off for you. You can add to your bottom line simply by doing add-on sales. I have a bundle program, but quite honestly, I don't go after it as hard as I thought I was going to. And I think it's just because bundles aren't as fun for me to do as I thought they would be. There's a lot of extra steps in the process in order for it to be done right. I had thought I could make me a big inventory of them, and then go out and find accounts, but I've learned, at least with this type of stretch wrap, they don't keep well. It's like, the logs shrink inside of it, or the stretch wrap stretches out a little bit more, and they get loose and unpresentable. So I don't like keeping an inventory of them. I make them now to order, and it causes somewhat of stress because you can't wrap when it's raining. You can't wrap wet logs, I'd learned, and it tends to rain around here. So if you wrap a log that's wet, it's swelled up, and the moment it dries out, it shrinks, and then that stretch wrap gets slack, and it just looks bad. So all of these things have conspired for me to not really push the bundle business. But that is me, and that doesn't necessarily mean the same to you, because some people love this kind of stuff. And they're set up in a way where they have a barn or a big garage where they can have a stack of them and get them delivered. So that's just the way I see it. It doesn't mean the same thing for you. The other thing that I have learned, and this is just me, I stay away from campgrounds, but the campgrounds may be an ideal situation for you. For me, campgrounds are too high volume and low margin, and that is the exact opposite of what I try to do. The bundle accounts that I do have, I take them to grocery stores that are in higher end areas, and I can charge a higher amount for them. And they look nice, with the labels and the barcodes and stuff. That's just the way I do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more to do, and then I can get this truck loaded. These will go on top, and we're heading down the road. these are going to that bait shop, and so I'm not putting labels in them. They don't require them, so I'm not going to put them in. And I think it's just strategy. I'll be honest with you too, I don't really need the extra sales or the extra advertisement, and labels are an expense, so it's just the way of keeping your expenses down, and it's just a nice way of adding, you know, a couple extra bucks to a delivery that's going out. What I've been trying to do, and I hope I can bring you some really cool videos here pretty soon, is, you know, of course I want to sell more. I want to make more money, more profit. But I don't know if I want to do it by selling more firewood. I would like to do it by selling less firewood, maximizing every stick of firewood I have to increase my profits. I guess one way would be just selling kindling, but you know, the smaller the split, the more money it's worth. And there are 6 bundles of kindling, and these logs, they got rained on a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's going to a bait shop. They're split small, and they sold them pretty quick, so they want 6 more, and there they go. I've made them all with the twister. You know, there's a lot of different wrapping machines out there, but I've had very good results with this. It works well. It is not overly engineered, and it's simple, and it makes a really nice looking bundle. I will put a link in the description. If you're interested in this twister, call them up and ask for Candy and tell her that you saw it on Ohio Wood Burner. And there you go, guys. 6 very fast, small split kindling bundles. And it's just going to be added on to a delivery. And it's just going to give me a nice little bump extra of income. I hope that you liked what you saw. And I hope it's given you some ideas on ways that you can increase your sales with firewood delivery. All right, guys. I hope everyone has a great day.